it is a balancing act is what it is.
It really is. And I recommend a husband and wife team that they have a location or a place, call it the boardroom, and you go there to have business discussions. When you leave that room, the board meeting is over with, and you can be husband and wife again. And if you do that, it helps. It helps from that boardroom just spewing over every single room and every single minute of the entire day and entire week. You know, so you just know on Monday afternoon and Thursday afternoon or whatever that these are meetings we're going to talk about business and that sort of stuff. And you'll find that they become very productive meetings if you can do that.
So you're saying that shouldn't be in the bedroom or the living room. That, and I still kept it table. PG, but it needs to be somewhere where you don't have an emotional an emotional thing going on in that area, because this could get emotional, right? There could be some heavy stuff we talk about on the business side. Yeah, not only can it get very emotional, but also it can get petty, right? And I want you guys to make business decisions instead of, snap decisions. And so those business decisions, if you can think big, I recommend that you literally take a room in your home and you put a whiteboard up and you can have these discussions and you can make notes on the whiteboard. And I promise you, when you walk into that room, you will find yourself thinking strategically of tomorrow. You guys have to keep a business plan in place and a sales force in place, and also a sales process and lead generation process in place, because that's the livelihood of your business. Yes. And you don't want to have that conversation start in one room and then slowly, you're still having that conversation as you're making dinner. Then you're still having a conversation as you're eating dinner. Then you're still having a conversation while you're going for a walk. And it's like, it's never ending. So what happens is you never actually make a decision. And then you never actually have these roles that are actually played. So that's my recommendation on that.
Yep. We try to do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not easy.
No.
I get that.
No, and actually, we used to have our conversations in the living room, drinking coffee, and now we've moved to the dining room. Like, we're going to sit at the table like big kids. And we're going to have this conversation because we're not watching TV and stuff. We're focused on that. So.
Yeah, what I used to tell some of my partners, that what you need to do is set an agenda. So we're going to talk about, send me an email of what you want to talk about, and then I would not allow them to talk about anything else other than what they could put whatever they wanted on the agenda, but it's about becoming disciplined on the structure so that next week when we have another meeting, they will bring up what it is they want to bring up, and it creates the formality, because a lot of my partners were friends, and I want to make sure that didn't flow over into my cigar time, because I don't want to talk business during cigar time. I want to relax. And so, so you have to be able to define those different moments.
Yeah. Of course, when we're in the car for 50 hours a week, that kind of, we talk about business there too, because there's not much else to talk about.
So talk a little bit about Angler. So who is the advertiser? What's the best buyer profile for an advertiser in this magazine? And you just purchased this, correct?
Right. I just published my 4th edition, the September edition. So,
well, congratulations.
Yep. Did that Sunday. So, basically, 85% of our readers are men and 15% are women. And so anything that would appeal to a man, restaurants, they have to eat out, energy drinks, because they fish at 7 o'clock at night to 3 o'clock in the morning. I think a flower shop or like a jewelry store, because I'm thinking they're out fishing all the time, that they need to buy their wives some presents.
That's
Good
awesome.
point.
And just, there's a lot of great fishing stuff around the area, a lot of stores and stuff, a lot of charters. It's amazing. 9 lakes that we cover, which is a huge territory. We're from Hickory down to Watery, over to Baden Lake, and then, of course, Lake Norman, which is the biggest lake in the state of North Carolina. So, there's just all different kinds. We went to the boat show this past weekend. Of course, you had all the marinas were there. Just different, pretty much any kind of business that wants to get out there, because it's a niche. The one thing we do with the magazine, it goes, the restaurants and all the other stuff, but we put it in doctor's offices. And so it's amazing, because obviously a man, and I'll use your magazine as an example, a man goes in there, he's going to pick up the Angler before he picks up Lake Norman Woman.
Sure.
Whether he's an angler or not, he's just going to do that. So we leave, in a lot of doctor's office, hospitals and stuff like that. So, those people are looking at the magazines. So just really anybody.
And then real quickly, the real estate magazine, that's for realtors to advertise their listings. Is that correct?
But anybody can advertise in it. It's, a painter or carpet cleaner can advertise in there. There's no restrictions to that, which is, a captive audience. Obviously, these people either have houses or want houses, and they need painters and carpet cleaners and stuff. But
Julie, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it.
Thanks.
Christy.
Yes, sir.
We got to say bye.
I know. It's that time.
Thank you so much, Christy, for
You're
being a
welcome.
co-host. I really appreciate it.